right. Oops. Well, we'll see how it goes. And if we end up getting slow, we can always call it an early night.
Hi, Carly.
Are you talking?
Yeah, I'm talking. Are you talking?
I can't hear you.
Are you talking to me?
Huh?
I can hear you.
Oh, there. Now I can.
Oh. Well, that's what happens when you mute my mic.
All right. Carly, Melissa, Cheyenne, and Carly asked if we could pull for Brenda. And then Mr. Khan.
Hi, Kathy.
And Kathy and Faye. Okay, so we can get started. Yep. And I am using this deck again, Everyday Witch. I think it's appropriate. What with summer solstice on the go? Which one are you using, Sean? Anyone in particular?
I'm using the Angels Oracle cards tonight.
Okay. So, Carly, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see if I can bring them in. And this makes me think of romance. It makes me think of like wishing for romance, of having romance around you, of reuniting a romance, of sort of sparking the fire. And it looks like it should be fun. Could be a little dangerous at times, but it looks like it should be fun.
And I was presented with the Osiris card for you. Father, husband, brother, son. And it's talking about the male influences in your life. And that this is a time that if you need guidance in certain matters, to seek that male influence and also to be in touch with your masculine side. Just to stay in touch with your masculine side, there's obviously a matter now that requires that type of thinking and strength. So stay with it and don't be afraid to reach out for help.
Absolutely. Melissa, you have the Two of Swords. And actually, I just looked at the card before I presented it, and I never realized she had her eyes blindfolded as she's throwing swords at the bullseye. So it makes me think that you know exactly what you want to do, but sometimes you're a little hesitant in the process of doing it. Trust yourself, because the more you trust yourself, the better your aim is going to be. And we're all born intuitive. It's whether or not we choose to listen.
Well, that's very, very true. We are all born intuitive. I just had an inkling to change decks, so.
All right.
I'm just changing decks just for a minute. What happens when you got too many decks sitting on your table and they all want attention?
That is true.
Wow. Melissa, or Melissa, depending on how you pronounce it. I was presented with the Time to Go card for you. And I'm being told you'll understand that message. That it's time to go. Yeah, it's just time to go.
Okay. That's a message?
I'm being told that she'll understand what that means.
Okay. Cheyenne, you have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups, like most aces, is new starts, new beginnings. But this one is about an emotional start. This is something close to your heart, making a shift or change. The wind's blowing in a different direction, so you might be moving as well. So be open to change, Cheyenne.
Okay. What can I say? Change in direction. So, as D'Arcy was saying, it's time to be open to change. That there's change coming, and it's not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing. Sometimes change can look scary and not so safe and familiar, but sometimes the unfamiliar is the greatest thing we can experience.
Yeah. Okay, so Carly has asked if we could read for Brenda. And Brenda, you have the Four of Swords. Take time for yourself, Brenda. Stop. Allow your body to tell you what it needs, whether it's to take an extra nap, to just lay prone on the couch. But it's time, Brenda, to stop moving and look after your own needs.
And I was presented with the "there's nothing to worry about" card for you. And the message is really clear. There is nothing to worry about. This thing that you're worrying about and fussing and fretting about, and maybe you're hiding it really well from everybody else, but there's nothing to worry about. It's all going to turn out perfect.
Nice. Mr. Khan, you have the Ace of Wands, and this is, Ace of Pentacles. And this is really minding your money and making sure you've got it all in place. It's also putting some money aside for a rainy day, but it's the idea that you sort of have a horseshoe, okay? And so use the horseshoe wisely.
And I was presented with the "let your past go" card for you. And a really clear message that if it is your intention to move ahead right now, that you need to let go of all these past hurts and injustices and wrongs that you believe have been done to you. This is the time for you to let go of them and move on. That doesn't mean let them do it again. It means just let go and move on. Let go of the people that have wronged you also.
All right. So next is Kathy. Hi, Kathy. I hope you had a good time while you were away. This is the Seven of Pentacles, and this is allowing life to ripen around you and to really enjoy the moment. But it's also about growth. And it could be that you're growing a garden. It could be that you're growing new ideas, and just allow them to flow through you and to you, and be open to whatever suggestion or idea you come up with. You know, you're not tied to it. You can let it go if you don't like it.
Well, funnily enough, I drew two cards for you. The first one was change directions, which I'd already used. And the second one is time to go, which is the same thing pretty much with the message that's coming. And it is. It's time to move on from whatever it is, wherever you've been standing, wherever you've been doing. There's a desire in you to move ahead and move on. And now's the time to do that. This is the time to let go and move on.
Nice. Well, hello, Faye. How are you, cuz? You have the Six of Wands, and this is all about celebration. And it's about gathering your friends and family close by. There could be an anniversary coming up. So it could be a celebration of an anniversary, but it could also be a birthday. And they're saying to really enjoy the moment, whether you're celebrating with people at a distance or up close. They're saying to enjoy the moment. Celebrate life.
And I was presented with the fresh air card for you. And the very clear message that this is a good time for you to get out into nature, for you to enjoy life, and just really, really get out there and get some fresh air. Open the windows, let some air in, breathe deep. It's not just spring, but it's time for planting of new ideas.
Absolutely. So Carly suggested to Michaela to get her cards read, but unless I see them down there, I'll wait, because maybe if they're not on, maybe they don't want, and I don't think we've ever seen them before. So Amanda, you're next, then Moxie. Hello, Moxie.
Okay.
And Brenda S., you were after Moxie, and then Shar and Ariel. You're after Shar. So let us continue with Amanda. Oh, Amanda, Knight of Wands, sitting in contemplation and deciding what direction you're going in and whether or not you have to use a little cleverness to get to where you want to be. I like this because he's got his wand down and he's got the magic and the dragon over on the mountaintop. So it's like you're really viewing from a distance ideas and concepts, and you're just trying to decide, is this the one I take on, or do I move on to the next idea? And I would say, again, trust yourself, because the more you trust yourself and the more you use your own magic, the better things get for you, Amanda.
Amanda, before I show you the card that was presented to me for you, I want to share with you a little bit of a video I watched this morning. I've done a couple of what they call death races in my lifetime. It's crossing 100 miles across the desert in under 30 hours. And I was actually watching one of the world leading runners in that this morning speaking. And his buddy was coaching him through one because he was having a real hard time at mile 40. And he said, I just want you to say, I never get tired. Every time you feel tired, just say, I never get tired. And Jeff started saying that. And when they got to mile stop 80, where there's a checkpoint and the refuel station, the guy says, you guys must be getting tired. And Jeff went, I never got tired. I never get tired. And he actually finished the race feeling more refreshed than when he started the race. And that brings us to the law of attraction. And the message that I'm being given for you this evening is that careful what you're saying and careful what you're thinking, because the indecision is attracting more indecision. Decide what it is that you want, what's authentically you. Make a decision on that, and that's all you speak, and it will come true.
Right. Hello, Moxie. Moxie, you have the Three of Pentacles, and this is basically the writings on the wall. It's also messages from, I would tell you, a grandfather who just wants you to know he's doing okay and he's smoking a pipe. And then the other portion of this is, if you plan your dreams, if, like Sean said, you use the law of attraction and you plan your dream and you put into motion what you need to do, you can achieve your dream, but it's really going to be up to you.
And I was presented with the new partner card for you. And the clear message that you either just recently bumped into somebody from your past or somebody new. Either way, this person has valuable information for you. So just stay open to it, stay aware of it. I'm not sure whether you've actually run into this person yet or you haven't. It's really hard to tell. It's not a very clear image, but pay attention. Watch out for this person because they have some real valuable information for you.
Okay. Brenda S. You have the Hangman. Patience is a virtue. And this is telling me that you need to stand still and allow the winds to pass around you, through you, by you, because whatever the winds are blowing towards you is what you are looking for. This could be a new job, and we might be looking towards December, or you starting a business, but it's really about funneling the energy so that you feel grounded, and it's also about patience. It's almost like you're indecisive, but if you're patient, the answer comes.
And I was presented with you, for you, the creative project card. And I do get that distinct feeling that there's a new project that you're going to embark on sometime in the next few weeks. And it's going to get your creative juices flowing, and go with it. This is something that you were meant to do. So, and you might already know what it is. So jump on it, run with it, have fun with it, because this is something you were meant to do.
All right, so Shar is next. Hi, Shar. You have the Devil. And I love the devil because he's offering golden ice cream. Like, what an imbalance here. But nonetheless, in this particular scenario, you can accept one or the other, but you're not chained to it. So, again, I'm all about instincts today. Follow your instincts, because if you trust your instincts, you're going to pick the right one. But it also makes me think that you need to let go of maybe overindulging in sweet things right now. And that could be just a matter of watching your diet.
And I was presented with the giving and receiving card for you. And the message I'm being given is that as much as we think giving is the greater gift, receiving is also the greatest gift too. When we allow people to give to us, because we give freely, it allows them to feel the same feeling that we have when we're giving. So receiving is just as great a gift as giving. And it feels like there's some imbalance in your life there that you might want to look at.
All right. So, Ariel, this is the Ace of Swords, and this is all about communication, but it's also victory. It's writing, it's storytelling, it's music, it's the land of the word. That's what I'm hearing it that way. So everything around you should be about how you communicate, how you write a story, how you make music. And it tells me you can be successful at it if you put your mind to it. But it also tells me that there's a little bit of freedom coming for you, and you should really embrace the freedom.
I was presented with the "What do you desire" card. And a very clear message that if you put your heartfelt desire, not your whimsical ones, but your actual heartfelt desire forward to the universe right now, that the universe is ready and willing to make that come true for you.
All right. So next is Jessica and Marion. And Jessica, King of Pentacles. Unexpected surprise male visitor, someone you might think you're going to meet, but not 100% sure. He's very grounded. He's tall, close to 6'2", and he has a liking for animals. So I'm going to say he's nature bound. And this could be someone coming towards you, but it could also be a family member like your dad popping in to say hello. Yeah, I know he's dead, but he still could pop in to say hello. Lots of love is what I'm hearing from him, Jessica.
And I was presented with the acceptance card for you, sorry. And the message I'm hearing is that I'm trying to find the right words to put it into. Sometimes it comes through
Gargled?
Well, not so much gargled, but yeah, sometimes it doesn't come through soft, and I prefer stuff to come through soft. The message is for you to accept yourself, to accept you as who you are in all your perfection. The universe of universes wants you to know that you're absolutely perfect just the way you are. And does that mean that you never have to change? No. We always change to find our highest self. But understand something, that you're perfect just the way you are right now. And that you should accept and love yourself based on that.
Nice. And Jessica, I stand corrected. It's a grandfather who's popping in on spirit side to say hello and tell you they love you. Okay, Marion, hello, how are you? And Marion, I have for you Judgment. And look at this, Pied Piper, follow the music. So maybe playing a little music around you might help calm the energy inside of your home, outside of your home. But it's also, to me, to be childlike and to just follow your dreams. And that seems to be important as well. So, Marion, be open to a little change, but to the idea that you're the person playing the music and people are going to follow you now.
Hi, Marion. I was presented with the energy work card for you. And you can see the angel kneeling on the earth with the young child. But the real message that's coming through is just for you to get connected to the earth again and allow the earth's energy and the energy all around you to touch you, to make sure that you stay connected to the earth and all its beautiful energy. If you have the chance, bare feet on the lawn, because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a pair of bare feet on the lawn. So I'm going to say that the universe is saying this is a good time that to go out and put your feet on the lawn.
Okay, I know she mowed the lawn this weekend. Sure, that is too funny. Too bad they hadn't told me it was a hotel room they were marking up. Hopefully your daughter got it cleaned. Oh, what kids can get up to, isn't it?
Yeah.
Liam's next, but I'm going to say Melissa says she understands what you mean by go. Cheyenne said thank you, many blessings. And then Rachel. Yeah. So Liam, let's see what we have for you. 3 of Wands. Normally the 3 of Wands represent looking at another job opportunity, but this one makes me think of looking at where you are and deciding what about it you need to change or what you want to add to it, and not necessarily your boss telling you what to do, but you looking at it and thinking of a way to fine tune a chore, a job, and that you have the ability to do it. And I also feel like maybe one of your sons should be working beside you. And this could be a summer job, it could be an internship, but it feels like maybe you should tag one of your sons to come out and work with you.
I have no comment on that.
Okay.
Except that, I'm just not one to throw lambs into a lion's den. But hey, you want to throw a lamb into a lion's den? Fill your boots. My dear friend, I was presented with perfect timing for you. And the only person who knows what perfect timing is and when perfect timing is you. And it's never when you think it is. In the great words of the great master, the only time is now. It's the here and now. That's the perfect time. I know there's things you want to go after in your life, and this is the perfect time to go after them.
All right. So next is Rachel. Hi, Rachel. You have the 9 of Cups here. And the 9 of Cups is about success, harmony. It's about acquiring the beauty around you and recognizing it for its true beauty and not just the beauty of the bling. And this is also about taking time for yourself and allowing your worries to wash out with the water and the good memories and the good things you want inside your life to come forward. So again, take a little time for yourself. And this tells me that no matter what you do, you're successful.
Well, I'll back that up. The card speaks for itself. There's nothing to worry about. I'm being asked to share with you a saying that I use when I'm feeling overburdened with stuff that I feel has to get done right away or everything. I say to myself 3 times in a row, I cast off this burden and I go free. And that allows me to take the weight of whatever this burden is off of me and actually see it clearly for what it is and be able to act on it without all the stress and pressure.
All right. Mr. Khan says thank you. And Carly asked if we could pull a card for Junior. So, Junior, Stop looking at what could be and turn around and see what can be. Be open to change, to adventure, to maybe even changing the career path you might be thinking of. And also to make sure you're watching your diet and you're getting some exercise.
Junior, I was presented with the Field of Dreams card for you. A dear friend of mine, and my dear friend is actually speaking to me on the other side right now. And I'm glad, because it's been a long time since I've heard his voice. He's telling me to tell you what he told me. He asked me one day if I wanted to have an extraordinary life. And I told him, yes, I wanted to have an extraordinary life. And he said, if you want to have an extraordinary life, create a dream so large that it encompasses all the dreams of the people around you, and then act on it. That's my advice from my buddy Bill to you this evening. Create a dream so large that it encompasses the dreams of everyone around you, and then act on it.
Okay. We have Heather S. Hello, Heather. Yes, it has been a while and nice to see you back. We have Marie, and then we have Heather R. And Kathy, thrilled that you had a fantastic vacation. And then we have Ilya, and we've read for Amanda, and then we have Shay Shay. And Faye, thank you. I'm glad you're going to be celebrating outdoors. So let's start with Heather S. Hello, Heather. You have the 5 of Swords. This is what happens when a group of women get together and start mixing ingredients that they have no idea how they're going to react. So no mixing bleach with ammonia. And they're saying that there's a group of you coming together, and it's like putting together a plan, an idea of a ceremony for someone. And I'm going to say maybe find out if this person is going to be open to the ceremony, because what if they don't show up? So, but it also says that there's some, your wash machine needs to have a look at it and make sure it's working properly. And be careful of the bleach. I feel like you're dropping it on something and it's going to change the color and you might not be so happy. So mind the bleach. Oh, and your son says to say hello.
I was presented with steady progress and card for you. And there's a group of people on the other side, and they're just saying to let you know how proud they are of you. Stay the course. They're there. They're supporting you. Just whatever it is that you're doing, just keep doing it, because it is the right thing to do.
So Marie, hello, Marie. And do you mean Catherine's on and I just can't see her yet? So you can clarify that down the road there. Marie, you have the Hierophant. And it makes me think that you need to maybe do a little meditation, do a little deep breathing. It could also be that you need to get aligned. And it's taking time to enjoy the moment, but it's also taking time to teach people what you know. So don't be afraid to hand on your knowledge, whether that's in person, in paper, hand on your knowledge, Marie.
I was presented with the child card for you. And I have the distinct feeling there's a child that's about to come into your life, whether it's a child you meet that you instantly just feel connected to, whether it's somebody in your close circle who's about to have a baby. I'm not sure, but all I know is that this child will be significant in your life. I'm not sure how the child connects to you. I'm not being shown that. I'm just being told that there is a new child coming into your life that will bring wonder and joy and incredible amounts of love.
Okay. So Heather R., you're next, and you have the star. What is above, so is below. And this is pulling energy from the universe to help you align with your needs inside of life. This is about standing your ground. No matter how deep you wade in, you know exactly what you want to do and to follow that instinct. But it's also about um, a diet and plenty of water. So make sure you're refreshing yourself and you're looking after your diet.
Hi, Heather. I was presented with the listen card for you. And the message is this is a good time to make sure that you're taking 5 to 10 minutes a day to listen to your inner voice. Your inner voice is working really hard right now to guide you to where you need to be and to do what you need to do. And so it's really important that you take time right now every day to listen to what your inner voice is telling you.
Yep, remember, get the little book. And when you hear something, write it down. Okay. So, Ilya, hi. First of all, I'm hearing the song Love is a Many Splendor Thing. And then I can't remember if your mom passed or not, but this feels like mother's energy. And she's letting you know she's around you and that you're enveloped in love, not only to me by a mom, but by a father. And they want you to know that each step you take forward, they are with you. They walk with you, not behind you, not in front of you, but beside you. So just know that they're there and you can talk to them anytime you want.
Mm-hmm. I was presented with the Ask card for you and a very, very clear message that if you ask from your heart, what you ask for, you shall receive. It's really important to be in touch with your heart when you're asking for these things, because that's how the universe responds.
Yep. So, Shay, how are you? You have the Queen of Cups, and this is nourishment, it's growth, announcement of a pregnancy around you. It's also waiting for the things you want because they are coming towards you. And there's a little bit of money here that they're talking about, but I'm not too sure how the money's coming to you, whether or not you've invested something or whether someone's just giving you some money because they want to see what you do with it before they die. But there is a little bit of money coming towards you. So I'm going to say if you feel lucky, buy a lottery ticket, which I didn't do tonight. So Sean, you got to win.
Well, it's my turn. I was presented with the Cleanse and Detoxify card for you. And the message from the other side is for you to make sure you're drinking plenty of water, check your diet, and take time to just nourish your body. In nourishing your body right now, you'll be nourishing your spirit. And it's I'm being told that's something you need right now, is to nourish your body and your spirit.
Okay. Well, I think we got Heather. Faye says she's going to be outdoors. Shay, she wanted to know if someone is saying anything to her, but I think we caught whatever was being said. Yeah. And next is
Aurelia.
Okay, I'm going to answer Aurelia. She says, was it my fault my mother left? What am I supposed to think about Tim? No, it's not your fault your mother left. And Tim, take your time.
Yeah.
You need to weigh the pros and cons around him. Okay, so Jeannie is next. Hi, Jeannie. You have justice. And to me, justice is about looking at things and weighing the pros and cons around them, making decisions and making sure you actually make lists of pros and cons and seeing which one is better for you. I mean, I have been known to take things that have more pros than they do the good part of it. So I think what it needs to do is resonate with you so you know that you are taking the right thing or making the right decision, I should say. But it's also about balance. And balance could be about your posture, though, because I'm sort of feeling like I should snap, popple, and crack everything here. So it maybe you need to look at your posture. Oh, and if you look down, she says court next week. Any good news on moving? Yeah. Okay, yes and yes.
I was presented with the ocean card for you. And the ocean is this beautiful, deep, mysterious, wonderful, all-encompassing entity. Know that that's you. You have this great big heart. Your heart is like the ocean. And the more you let people see that, the greater it is. This is a great time to let your heart shine.
Yeah. Shar, about being a diabetic, if your diet is going to obviously be really important, as well as getting exercise. So if you've got room for an exercise bike, a treadmill, or you go walking, this is the time to really put that into use, because the more you exercise, the more, within reason, don't go crazy, the better your blood sugars are going to get. So hopefully it's just pre-diabetic and not full-fledged diabetic yet. But you can still reverse it, they say, if you are pre-diabetic. So I'm going to say look into it and see what you can do to help. Okay, and Jeannie asked if we, Ariel said thank you. And Jeannie asked if we could pull a card for Brandon.
Okay,
And
I'm trying to figure out tuna in your home for Atlantis.
What? What's that?
Right under Leon, there's a man then that says, tuna in your home for Atlantis.
I don't see that.
725.
725, just a minute.
Maybe
Seven. I don't have it. It must only be on yours.
Okay, well.
Tuna in your home for Atlantis. Okay, so for Brandon, there are sometimes I don't get to see things, just like we have to pull a card for Sandra Murray before the night is over. Okay, so Sandra, Ashley just told me you are online, but we'll pull you a card after Brandon. So Brandon, you have the Tower, and this is about change. And change can be difficult for people, but sometimes change is necessary inside of life. And I mean, look at her. She's got this nice little wicked grin on her face. And so I did that so I could have the change, but I don't want anyone to know that I did it, because I don't want people to think I really wanted the change. I want people to think that I'm struggling with the decision around change. And they're saying, give it up. Change is good.
And I was presented with the yoga card for you. And a clear message that this is a time in your life to be flexible, to not be rigid, but to actually be flexible to life and what life has to offer and where it may lead you. Water follows the path of least resistance.
Okay. I think I got it. Amanda says, D'Arcy, Donnie asks that you keep tuna in your home for Atlantis. Guess what? I have tuna in my house all the time.
Well, okay, but who's Atlantis?
Well, it's probably a cat, I'm guessing. So
okay, now I got it.
There's always tuna in my home.
Yes.
Rachel, you're welcome. Carly, you're welcome. Liam, same thing. You're welcome. Heather, you have a great night as well. Okay, that's okay. If she wants to get a card, just let us know. So next is Sandra. Sandra Murray. The Fool. This is take a chance. Jump off that ledge because that broom is going to fly you to where you want to be, and to be prepared to have the thrill of your life. Just thinking of jumping off a ledge makes my stomach drop to the floor, and I'm thinking, thrill of my life? Yeah, no kidding. Ever been on that roller coaster in Edmonton where it has the 3 loops? Thought I was going to lose my cookies. First time in my life I was on a roller coaster that I thought, I'm giving it up, but I didn't. Okay, I had to sit on the floor afterwards, but I didn't give it up.
I was presented with the heart chakra card for you, Sandra. And that's just it. Love is the heart of the matter. It's the message is saying for you to open up your heart. There's love to be poured into it. And now's a great time.
All right. So, Marie, it's okay if she doesn't want a reading. That's fine. Very generous of you to ask. Ilya, I'm glad your mom's around you. And Heather Ross, she says thank you. And she wants to know if her mom is around her, Elaine. She says life is getting difficult right now with her ex, and she sure wish she could call her. Do you know what? Okay, my mom wasn't a person I always called, but as we got to know each other, I did call her. And I still occasionally pick up the phone, pretend I'm dialing her, and talk to her on the phone, because it never seems to fail. If I do that, I'll get a message. So, Heather, your mom's around you. All you need to do is talk to her, and she will give you the comfort and the messages that you need. Just be open to them, dear.
And just remember that everything your ex is doing, it's not about you. It's about him. It's just him being him. That's all. He's just projecting it on you.
Okay. Shay says, thank you, Jeannie. You're welcome as well. Shar type 2, but I will do more walking at least. Okay, so Shar, leafy vegetables and smaller portions. Talking from experience, and some days I struggle and other days it works like a charm. So, okay, I could walk more, but yeah, leafy vegetables is what I'm hearing for you. And Amanda says, last week I said their cat was in my home. So Donnie said if I can keep it in my home, and because tuna's her favorite. And yes, I figured that out, Amanda. Hi, Margaret. And it's good to see you too. Oh, Margaret, 2 of Pentacles. Balance, balance, balance. And hallelujah, money. What you put out there comes back towards you. Celebrate life to the fullest. Don't let your doldrums pull you down. And I know that's easy for me to sit here and say that. But when you feel yourself pulling back into that little bit of negative energy, push it away. And write on your mirror, I am looking at the person responsible for making me happy, because the more you see that, the happier you're going to get, because you're a lovely person. We're all allowed to make mistakes in our lives, but we have to actually learn to forgive ourselves. And that is the process you are going through now.
I was presented with the trustworthy guidance card for you. I'm being told that you can trust the guidance that you're receiving through your intuition. A lot of times your intuition is just spirit talking to you. And I'm being told this is a great time for you. Just trust your intuition and enjoy life. It is beautiful and wonderful. And you deserve everything you get, all the goodness. Not anything else, just the goodness.
And Jeanette. Hi, Jeanette. You have the 8 of Pentacles, and let's brew a little brew. Let's make a little mulled wine, and let's make chili, and let's have a nice dinner, sit down and enjoy every moment of it, and let someone else clean up the dishes at the end of the night. You cook, they clean. All right. And also, this is time for you to experiment with recipes, they're saying. And so it could be that there's a few recipes you want to try that you haven't yet. And they're saying to go ahead and give them a try.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
I was presented with the reward yourself card. So I'm going to stand with D'Arcy and say, great time to reward yourself. You've done a great job to this point. Just keep doing what you're doing, but take time to reward yourself. Maybe you want to go for, I don't know, go to have some time at the spa. Maybe you just want to sit on the deck with a good book and enjoy the sun or the rain, whichever it might be. But take at least one day in this next week and just reward yourself for who you are.
Absolutely. Well, tomorrow night, Penelope and I will be on at 6:30 PST time, and we look forward to seeing you. And I really hope you guys all have a fantastic day tomorrow. And remember, without you, we can't do the show. So very grateful that you come on and ask your questions or just let us do our thing. And I'm great that you accepted a new role at work. That's awesome, Jeanette.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Sorry, I got distracted for a moment. Thank you very much for participating with us, because D'Arcy's right. Without you, we can't do this. This doesn't exist without you guys. So thank you very much for sharing your time with us and just being part of our lives. Thank you for the blessing that you are.
Yes, thank you very much.
I look forward to talking to you all again next week.
Me too. And may love, joy, peace, prosperity, and happiness find you all in mysterious ways. Blessed be everyone. And you guys all take care too.
Much love, everyone. Good night.
Good night.